recording now, so that way I can show you and anyone who maybe gets kicked out. Okay, so let me show you on my screen. Hopefully you can see it. Here we go. So on today's class, I have a link that says, if you give a mouse a cookie. Raise your hand if you've read If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Or have had it read it to you. Yeah, Piper immediately put her hand up. Yeah, Natalie, Malvina, a lot of you either have read this or maybe it's just familiar to you. Well, I have my Mother's Day read aloud, but the cause and effect story is If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. You can do that one because it'll say, because you gave the mouse a cookie, it will want this. Because you gave it that, it will want this. So it's showing you that with what you do comes an effect along with it. And you'll be able to use this paper that you have here. I'll show you it. Can you see my paper? Whoop. Go ahead. Here, I'll show you. Let's see if you can see it now. There we go. So this paper is what we're going to be using today. So you can either use this paper on the computer or you had it printed out. I'll show you where to look. It's in your journey section if you're going to do it on the computer. But if you're reading If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, you would have the title up here. You can write it. And then you'll find 3 things that happen in the book, why they happen, the cause, and then the effect of what came out because of it. Nice, Riley, she's showing me she has it. That's what you'll be needing. You're not going to do it along with me. I'll do it not for If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, but for this book, Library Mouse. Little Rabbit was also about friendship, so I thought I'd read this book about friendship and with an animal character. I like to make connections like that. So throughout the story, I'll read it to you, and I would love you to help me think of some causes and effects that happen in the story. So we'll get started with that. Library Mouse, A Friend's Tale. So it's on you to be paying attention in the story to see what are some things that happen. Because I didn't pick this story because it had 3 causes and 3 effects. I only chose this story because of friendship. So this is me just picking a book off the shelf and seeing what happens in it that we've been talking about in class. So this should be fun. Sam was a library mouse. He lived in a little hole in the wall behind the children's reference books. A reference book is what you use to learn about something. He lived in a little hole in the wall behind the children's reference books. Sam loved to read. He loved to write too. Look, he's like making a little book like Natalie. Everyone loved his little books, but Sam was very shy, and no one at the library had ever met him. Well, probably because mice aren't really that popular, because people are kind of scared of mice and they shouldn't have them. Look at his little hat, it's an acorn. If you see here what he's writing about, he's saying once upon. So I think he's about to write a fairy tale. 1 second, my friends, I'm gonna see who I need to let in. Hopefully. It's not letting me look at it. All right, well, we'll see when they jump back. Okay, anyways. You can tell that Miss Remitz isn't a Zoom person, huh? Once a week, the children at the library met for a writers and illustrators club. So this is kind of what we do. And look what they're reading. Let's zoom in. Whoop. They're reading The True Story of the 3 Little Pigs, which we read. I thought that was so exciting to see that connection. Remember that book back in the day? For our next project, said Mrs. Forrester, the librarian, I would like all of the boys and girls to work with a partner. One of you will be the author, which is the writer, and the other will be the illustrator who draws pictures. You will find out how teamwork can make a great book. Yeah, a lot of our books that we have are written by someone and illustrated by somebody. So that's what they're practicing here in their club. At the end of the meeting, there was only one child left standing by himself. "Don't worry, Tom," said Mrs. Forrester. "I'd be happy to work with you." My friends, he doesn't seem like he wants to work with the teacher as his partner. He probably wants to have a classmate. But if you look really close, zoom in on in there, who do you see hiding? I see Sam the mouse. Isn't it awesome when an illustrator hides something in there? Oh, look, the lights are off in the library. So I wonder if there's any kids still there. When night came, the library mouse, Sam the library mouse, went to do some research for a story he was planning to write. Look, he has a little book like Natalie did. All night long he studied, jotting down things in his notebook. So jotting means to write quickly. But as the sun rose, his eyelids grew heavy and he fell asleep. Now, my friends, I see something in this part of the story that is not good. Remember what I said about how people feel about mice? Well, if a mice were to fall asleep in an open part of the library, dun, 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 squeak! Sam awoke with a start as children filed into the room. In his hurry to escape, he left his little notebook behind. Tom the boy, discovered it on the librarian's desk. Carefully, he opened up the cover and turned the pages. Then he went to Mrs. Forrester and tugged on her sleeve. So to tug means to pull. I'm wondering what's going to happen here because I think we found a cause. I think something big in the story is about to happen. So we'll come back to this paper in a second. Does anyone think something might happen? Is there a prediction someone might have for what our cause and effect might be? Yeah, Natalie, what's your guess?
You mean what happened in the book?
Sure, well, what do you think? So Sam ran away, but he forgot his book, and now it seems that Tom took his book.
So, when he ran back, he forgot his book, and when he woke up, I think he's gonna be like, "Where's my book at? Where's my book?"
Well, look here. I see him running away, and he left his book behind. But he might have forgotten. I think you're right. He might go, wait, oh no. Because now that this kid found his book, they'll wonder who's writing such tiny books. Let's see what happens. Thanks, Natalie. "Oh, what's this?" said the librarian, flipping through the notebook. "From the titles of the stories in here, I would guess this belongs to Sam, our mystery author. He's written so many books, and yet we've never had the pleasure of meeting him." "Let's put it back on your desk," said Tom, "so Sam will find it." Ooh, Natalie, look, these characters are all mice, just like your story. I think this is a perfect thing for us to read. So, is there a cause and effect that we found yet? So because, this one might be a little stretch, but because Sam fell asleep, because Sam fell asleep, the effect is he left his book on the desk. And so he forgot it, just like Natalie said. That's not a good one. This is definitely bad because now he lost it. And who has it? The librarian does. So it seems like she's been collecting Sam's stories if he leaves them behind. So yay, we got one. We got 1 out of 3 that we're looking for. That'll be fun. Today, you'll be reading your story and looking for causes and effects, just like I'm doing. Okay. Oh, look, it's night again because it's darker. That night, Sam climbed onto the librarian's desk to look for his notebook. As he hurried back across the desk with his prize in his arms, the mouse stepped across an ink pad. Dun, dun, dun. He stepped across an ink pad and left behind a trail of footprints. What do you think will happen tomorrow morning in class? Riley? Hopefully it's a good thing, but it might be a bad thing. Here, Riley, can you come closer to your computer? There you go.
They would use the mouse's footprints and follow it.
I didn't even think about them following it, Riley. I was thinking about them just seeing it, but you're right. If they follow it, they'll find his house. So let's see what happens tomorrow, but I think this might be do you think it might be a cause or an effect? Who has an idea? Do you think this is a cause of something that they did? Or do you think it's something that happened because of something? Anyone have a guess? Should we call this a cause or an effect? A cause means it started it, an effect means it happened because of it. What do you think, Kenzie?
The cause is that he left footprints behind.
So that would be, so you think, do you want to do that as your cause and then see what happens because he left footprints? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
I am all for it. He, or well, we should say Sam, right? This is why I need a pencil. Sam left footprints behind. Uh-oh, dun, dun, dun. Anything scary like that deserves a dun, dun, dun. All right, Kenzie, we'll read the next page and see what happens. What's the effect of that cause? Ooh. You know, he kind of looks like you, Dario. Like Dario and Robert had a brother. Weird. Look at that. Though you guys don't have those eyes. Anyways. Good morning, Mrs. Forrester said to Tom when he arrived early the next day. Did you bring some ideas for a story we can work on together? Not yet, said Tom. Then he noticed the inky marks on the librarian's desk and saw that Sam's notebook was gone. Impossible, he thought. Dun! When he was sure no one was looking, Tom got down on his hands and knees. He peered, which means looking, beneath the library shelves and around the baseboards. Not quite certain what he was looking for. Suddenly, he saw a little hole in the wall. Now, he knew why Sam was always seeming to write about mice. Ooh, so Kenzie said that our cause was that Sam left footprints behind. What was the effect? What happened because, look at that, because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, or however you're saying it, because he left footprints behind, what happened? Does anyone want to tell me? Kenzie was right in her prediction. Or, well, Riley was right, and Kenzie, I guess. Dario, you have an idea?
Left the footprints. Now Tom knows who's writing all the books and why.
Oh, Dario, mwah, that was gorgeous. I could eat that up. So he said, the effect is Tom now knows, I guess I'll say who Sam is, or who is writing Sam's books. We can write, oh, and you said, and why. That's a big one. And why. Thanks, Dario. So look, we have number 2. Do you think that's bad or good, though, Dario? Or I can ask all of you. Thumbs up if you think that's a good cause. Thumbs down if you think that's a bad cause and effect. Let's see what everyone has to say. Some people are saying sideways, like it could be good or bad. I have some thumbs down. I have a couple thumbs up. That's fun. Thumbs down. I have some friends just smiling. A lot of thumbs sideways on this page. Okay. Well, let's see. Hopefully this story ends in a good way. Oh, that would scare me. That would scare me if I was Sam the little mouse. Tom tore a piece of cheese from the snack he had brought, and he left it by the opening. Oh no, Sam cried when he stepped out of his hole that night and saw the cheese. Who could have left it? He wondered. What do they want? Sam thought it might be best to leave the cheese alone and pretend he had never seen it. Okay, so hopefully that works out for him. Let's see what happens. Hey, it's like a little cheese cracker. The next time Tom came to the library, he found the cheese. Remember, Tom's the boy. He found the cheese looking dry and lonely, just where he had left it. So he replaced it, boop, boop, with a peanut butter cracker. Oh, maybe Sam will like this better, he thought. Indeed, which means yes. When Sam awoke and smelled the cracker, it was all he could do not to gobble up the treat. Clearly, someone had discovered his hole. Right here. Sam hoped that if he just ignored the food, whoever it was would go away and forget about him. My friends, when we look at pictures in a picture book, we look at the character's face to see how they're feeling. How do you think Sam is feeling right now, looking at this cracker? There's a couple adjectives that you could say how he's feeling. Yeah, Natalie, you want to give a try? We'll hear yours. Sad. Does anyone else have one? Steven?
Nervous.
Ooh, I like that. Nervous. That's true. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm trying to see everybody. Nervous. Samarth, go ahead. Nervous and sad. Yeah, he has that weird face.
Embarrassed.
Tired? Yeah, maybe he's tired of all this.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed? Interesting. These are interesting ones. How about we'll have Adi, because he pressed the raise your hand button. I'm sorry, Adi, I didn't notice that. Still learning how to use the...
He's like, I want to eat the cheese, but he does not want to, then the person will know who it is and what he likes.
Yeah, so I guess we could say that all of this is worrying him because he doesn't want the kid to find out more about him. You're right. So It seems like he's heading out. Let's see what happens. But Tom did not forget about Sam. He thought about writing a letter to the library mouse, but he wasn't sure what to say. Then he got an idea. He sat down and started to write a story. Oh, hey, look, if you give a moose a muffin, we know that. Oh, we know a lot. Look, I Spy, Click Clack Moo, Fancy Nancy. We know all those books. Anyways, he sat down to write a story. It was called The Shy One. Ooh, shy. Once upon a time, there was someone who was very shy. His name was Sam. People seemed to make him nervous. The children at the library knew what Sam was like because of the books he wrote. But nobody really knew who Sam was, and that seemed to suit him just fine. Until one day, ... Let's see what he writes next. Oh, my friends, I found him. So he's sitting there as, look, there's Tom on one side, and then here on the bottom of the page, you can't even see it in this camera, but there's Sam. Oh my gosh. I wonder if Sam can hear him writing. When he finished writing, Tom folded up the paper and left it just outside the little hole in the wall. That night, Sam read the story from beginning to end. Tom had discovered the one thing Sam could not resist, a story. Sam grinned, so now he's smiling, yay. He remembered Tom as a regular at the library. I've got an idea, he said to himself, and then he went into his hole to get to work. Does anyone have a prediction about what he's going to be doing? I smell a cause and effect coming. Because Tom wrote a story, let's see what the effect is happening. What are some of your predictions? Kenzie, you can give us a prediction. I'll try and call them friends I haven't heard from in a while.
That he will write a story back to Sam.
Ooh, kind of like a story pen pal? When you write back and forth?
Yeah.
Ooh, Steven's giving you the same sign. I think he agrees. What about you, Yenna? What's your prediction?
I think he's
What?
I think he's gonna come out and he's gonna be Sam's writing partner.
Ooh, so you think Sam will be Tom's writing partner? Interesting. So let's see here. The cause is that Tom, what did Tom do? Here, Yenna, do you want to help me since you're already unmuted? What did Tom do that's going to kind of end our story? Tom did something to befriend Sam.
Tom will.
It's okay if you don't have an idea. Do you want me to call on someone else? Okay, yeah. See, cause and effect can be a little difficult. This is kind of where you're making a prediction, but we want to see what happened first. Steven, go ahead. You can try it. Tom did what?
Look, Tom gave him a book about that he was nervous. And
So let me catch up to you. Tom gave Sam a book he wrote about Sam? About Sam being nervous? Okay.
yeah.
About Sam being nervous. So, Now that Stephen told us the cause, you can really pick anything. There's not a real answer. But Stephen, for our third cause in the story, he's picking how Tom wrote a story and is now giving it to Sam. Sam really does seem happy with this story. So now the effect is Stephen picked what we're going to be looking at, the story Tom wrote. Now the effect is what happened because of that. So because he gave him a book, let's see what goes on. When Tom arrived later that week for Writers and Illustrators Club, he felt a little guilty. Oh, so he's feeling bad. He had been so busy thinking about Sam that he forgot to do his assignment. Oh, remember he was supposed to write a story? Oh, wait, hold on. He did write a story. He wrote a story about Sam. We'll see what happens. He'd been so busy thinking about Sam that he'd forgotten to do his assignment. He got down on his hands and knees to look beneath the reference books. The paper he had left there was gone. Then he heard the librarian's voice. "Tom, what's this I found on my desk?" "I thought you decided not to work on a book this week. And then I found The Shy One, written by you and illustrated by Sam. I can't wait to share it with the group." And if you zoom in, it says here, The Shy One. It's a really tiny book she's holding. So, what happened? What was the effect? Stephen said that because Tom gave Sam a book that he wrote about Sam being nervous, what was the effect? What happened because of that? Does anyone have an idea? Ryan, I wouldn't do that. Anyone have an idea? I'll read the page again for you. Or go ahead, Piper, if you have your idea, and then I can read the page again if we're not sure.
Sam the mouse gave it to the librarian.
Yeah, with what? Now listen here, Piper, you might hear it when I say it. So Tom wrote a story called The Shy One, right?
Yeah.
And he gave it to Sam, right?
Yeah.
And now you're saying Sam gave it to the librarian. But listen to what it says on the book cover. I found The Shy One, written by you, to Tom, and illustrated by Sam. What do you think that means? Illustrated by Sam.
It means like you wrote something or like you draw the picture.
Piper, give me a high five. Psh, love it. That is 100% the right answer to what Stephen said. Stephen said, because Tom wrote a story, Sam, to show his friendship, Sam drew the pictures. If you don't know what an illustrator is, an illustrator draws pictures for a book. That's what Piper knew. So Piper said that Sam drew the pictures, and you could even go on and say they became partners. Piper, awesome job. Thanks, Stephen. You gave Piper a nice challenge. Sam drew the pictures for the book. Now, Piper, can you maybe help us out? Do you think that's a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Is that a good or a bad cause and effect? Yenna's saying this. Oh, Piper's giving 2 thumbs up. I don't know if you can even see me or if you just see my screen, but Samar's saying 2 thumbs up. Natalie's saying thumbs up. That is absolutely a good cause and effect, because not only did Tom have a story for his assignment, him and Sam became friends. So let's see what happens here. Oh no, thought Tom. The story he had written had been meant just for Sam to see. What if Sam had drawn a boy and a mouse? If Miss Forrester read it out loud, everyone would find out who Sam really was. Interesting. So he is giving you a 2 thumbs down. He doesn't think that that's a good thing, but I'm sure it'll turn out right. If Miss Forrester read it out loud, everyone would find out who Sam really was. And then what? Someone might try to hurt him or chase him away. Oh, please don't read the story, Mrs. Forrester, Tom pleaded. Please, 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 please. Here it's saying, here Sam is writing, come on, said Sam, I will show you. So I wonder what is happening in the story. Oh, you should be proud of your work, the librarian said kindly. And how wonderful that you did a book together. I can't wait to hear more about who Sam really is. Oh, that makes me nervous. All right, here she is reading it. When everyone was seated, Mrs. Forrester held up the little book. She began to read. Once upon a time, there was someone who was very shy. His name was Sam. People seemed to make him nervous. The children at the library knew what Sam was like because of the books he wrote, but nobody really knew who Sam was, and that seemed to suit him just fine. Until one day, someone discovered Sam's secret. It was a good thing. He only wanted to be Sam's friend. I'll zoom in for those of you who can't see it. Not her, him. He's listening to the story. How fun. Come on, Sam said to Tom. Let's do it together. And they did. Ooh. What's going on here? Let's see. Miss Forrester read the story from beginning to end, and Tom was amazed to see the pictures that Sam had drawn. The illustration showed 2 mice instead of 1 mice and 1 kid. One of them was named Tom. So tell us, Mrs. Forrester said. Just who is this Sam who writes so many of our books? I just have to ask, is it you? Oh no, answered Tom with a shy smile. I just wrote the story. Sam is real, but he likes his privacy, so that's all I'm going to say. A friend knows how to keep a secret. When the library was ready to close and Tom was sure that no one was watching, he bent to place something on the floor beneath the children's reference books. Sam awoke that night to find a note outside his hole. It says, "Thanks, partner. Great work. Your friend, Tom." So they are pen pals. Sam sat down at his desk. He had an idea for his own story about friends. He couldn't wait for Tom to read it, and maybe this time his new friend would draw the pictures and basically give away the secret. I don't know about you, but I have an idea. I think he's writing a story maybe called The Library Mouse. No one? I think that he's writing this book we have right here. That's my guess. Ryan, you're not so sure? What do you think, Natalie? I see you have your hand up. What are you thinking, Natalie? Oh no, Natalie's gone. Well, does anyone have a, oh, there she is. Yes, Natalie. Oh no, Natalie, go ahead. I thought your mic wasn't working. I love that story. That was fun.
I think he's from the library now too, and you know why I made this book?
Why?
Because I got inspired by his books he wrote.
Yeah, that's amazing. You two, you're writing the same book. Maybe you're Sam. Maybe you've met Sam. Oh, there she is. She's making herself a mouse. Well, I wanted to read that story to you so that you could practice cause and effect with me. Now today, you're going to do your own cause and effect, whether on a book that you have just in your house, or you can do the if you give a mouse a cookie, which is on our class page. Okay, so you have a choice. You could even do a book on epic if you want, but it has to be a book long enough that you can do both. You can do 3 causes and effects. Does anyone have a question about that? Because we'll do a scavenger hunt before we share our snack stories. No? Okay. Oh, yes, Dario. I can hear you.
It's about this. It's something different.
Okay.
I read a book
Hmm.
for 8-year-olds to 11-year-olds, and I learned something that not even some 4th graders know. You're powered by electrical impulses.
Ooh, fun. You were reading a science book. Well, yeah, that's the nice thing about Epic, or, if you go to a bookstore or a library, you can get books of all different types and all different topics. All right, my friends, I will give you a chance. Your scavenger hunt, you do have to grab your worst snack. So that's one thing you're grabbing. But the other part of your scavenger hunt is find. This one might be too hard. I don't know if all of you have these. Find a bookmark. If you don't have one, you can get a Post-it note. Hey, Adi. Adi, do you have a question? They're doing the scavenger hunt. Well, that's a nice one, Riley.
Oh, what's the scavenger hunting?
You have to find a bookmark.
What do I need to do? Bookmark, I have hundreds of those.
We'll go get one. Ellen.
Damn it.
Oh my.
Lot.
All right, let's see. Yes, I'm happy you didn't leave that at the classroom. Let's see what kind of bookmarks we have. We have one that Riley made. We have some that came from a bookstore. One has tassels on it and birds. Oh, you made yours. That's cool. Ooh, Natalie's has a little flap to keep the page. Ryan's is blue and has, who is that on there? Gabriella's has her timer. Malvina's has, I think, a mom on it. It's hard to see. Allison has 2 Disney ones. Oh yeah, let me see. Oh, they're on a train. That's cool. I like that. Is that the one from the library? Nice. Awesome. Oh, animals? Oh, that's fun. I wonder what habitat those animals are from. Perfect job. Perfect job. Oh, now you can put your bookmark down and now hold up your worst snack paper. So I know you grabbed it. If you didn't, go grab it. So first off, I want you to, in the group chat, so in the chat, I want you to type what your worst snack is. That way I can read them and then I'll just randomly call on some kids. Because we don't have enough time for all of us to read it, like our reasons, I mean, because you still have to go to special. Hey, you're going to library today, and we just read about library mouse. That's funny. I'll give you a second to type it. If you don't know how to spell it, it's on your paper. I'll write mine. Let's see. Sorry, Stephen. Oh, make sure you're muted. Ooh, let's see. Raisins, peppers, ooh, potato chips, cookie ice cream. Interesting. So these are worst snacks. Let's see. Ooh, peanut butter. Ooh. And Gabriella's making the face. Kenzie, you had one. You liar, I helped you figure it out. Kenzie said Cheez-Its the other day, but now she's lying to me. Anyone else have? I think we're still. Ugh. Yeah, Robert, I agree with you. Hard-boiled eggs. Yeah, not a fan. Maybe in a salad, but chocolate biscuit. Ooh, Ruthan, you don't like chocolate? Goldfish nacho crunch. That's a very specific one, Stephen. Honey. Ooh, honey. Is it too sweet?
The taste is so bad for my neck. It feels so like then I start this
Okay.
thing.
Well, yeah, everyone has their reasons. Everyone has their reasons.
I hate it.
Okay, thanks, Audie.
Rice Krispie treat.
Oh, okay, I'll write that down. Rice. Is that a K or a C for crispy? Crispy treats. I think it's a K. Candy? Dario, you liar! Really? Do you just stay home on Halloween?
It's the worst holiday.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. I'm picking Dario, but the rest are all random, okay? So let's see. I'll do a random number picker. I should bring my my little flowers and I can do my picker that way. Okay, my first number is, well, here, we'll have Dario go first. Dario, you need to tell me your 4 reasons why you think candy is the worst snack.
I don't like the texture.
Ooh, good use of the word texture.
It's very disgusting. It's very disgusting. I don't like that it's creamy.
You don't like that it's creamy, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I like potato chips more. And it makes no sense that Mars doesn't like potato chips.
Isn't that funny when you like something and then you see someone's like, I cannot eat it. I love peanut butter. So Gabrielle and I definitely aren't having a peanut butter play date. Thanks, Dario. So my next one, I just had to hear Dario's because that was silly. But let's see who it is. My first number is, oh, wait. It's 9. So Riley, that's you. You can share your worst snack. We can go have our next person go first if you want, while she grabs it. Wait, I can't hear you for some reason. One sec. She can, here, we'll give her a chance. My next one's 5, which is Piper. So Piper, can you share your worst snack?
Fruit roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups.
Well, I absolutely disagree, so you have to explain yourself, young lady.
Taste sour. It tastes like sour. They are sticky, waxy, and they look weird.
Okay, even though I love fruit roll-ups, Piper, you do have a good argument there. But sour, I can't agree with sour, but I do agree they are pretty waxy and slimy. So I understand, Piper. All right, my next student is, sorry, it's loading. Every day it's loading. 10. Go ahead, Robert, share about your least favorite snack. Hard-boiled eggs. Ew. Me too, Steven. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Hard. I don't like the hard outside or the soft inside. The yolk, and I don't like.
What was that? You don't like what? Oh, that's okay. He already muted himself. But those are some good reasons. So some of you are saying you don't like the texture, was the word that Dario used. Texture is how something feels. Maybe when you touch it or when you feel it in your mouth. So I was saying how I didn't like Gushers because I didn't like them popping in my mouth. That's the texture. You don't like that. So Robert says he doesn't like how it's hard on the outside and soft on the inside. That's a good reason for an opinion. Okay, let's see. My next person is loading. Every day it's loading. Oh my gosh, why does this take so long? Number 2, and then number 14. 2 and 14. So go ahead, 2.
Raisins are the worst snack because 1, no flavor. 2, too much sugar. Get stuck in your teeth. Don't fill your belly.
Okay, Ryan. I don't get what you mean by it has no flavor but too much sugar. Sugar's sweet, so shouldn't it taste sweet?
It was actually fat.
Oh. What were you reading? Were you reading the little codes on the back? The fact? Oh, cool. Good job, Ryan. That's a good way to get your argument. Use the facts, kid, the facts. All right, go ahead, 14. What did you say yours was, Allison? I don't think I got to see yours. Oh, so good. We'll get to hear it from her first.
My worst snack ever is grapefruit because it's too sour. It does not have enough sugar. It has a yucky taste. It is hard to cut.
Definitely hard to cut. Allison, I agree with everything you were saying. And some of you might absolutely not agree with Allison. You might think, Allison, you're crazy, girlfriend, because maybe you do like it. But as someone who also isn't a big fan of grapefruit, I totally understand where you're coming from, Allison.
My mom likes it.
Your mom likes it. Ooh. So, Allison, you know what would be kind of cool is you say why you don't like it, and then your mom says why she does like it, and you kind of see, and then Natalie votes for the winner or something, or your dad votes for the winner. That's called a debate. A debate is when 2 people talk about the same thing, but they take different sides, and then one person votes on the winner. Good luck, Allison. I hope you win. Rob, that's it. Sit down.
Sour.
Yeah, sour's definitely a big one. Okay, my friends, we only have a few more minutes, so I'll try and see if I can get some more in. We'll try and do at least 2 more kiddos. If you don't get to go though, make sure you type it. That way I can at least share it with the class. So my next one is 17, and then 17 and who? Wait, where did it go? So it's 17 and 15. Go ahead, Stephen.
I think the worst snack is Goldfish Nacho Crunch because it just tastes crunchy.
It tastes what?
The cheese is bad.
Yeah.
It's too crunchy and the cheese is bad.
But do you like normal goldfish?
Mhm.
Oh, so that's interesting. So you like goldfish. So it's not about that. You just don't like that flavor of goldfish?
Yes. It is burnt too much. I don't like it.
Okay. Well, thanks.
No,
We'll have Natalie go, but Riley, are you ready to share yours too? Or did you not want to share? Because you got picked earlier.
don't want to share.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. All right, go ahead, Natalie. You can still type it though, Riley, if you want.
Pick cereals because they're yucky. They are dry. They taste boring. And they get soggy in milk.
Well, if they're dry, it's because you didn't put milk.
They get a little bit too soggy in milk. And they taste disgusting.
Oh my gosh, those are some crazy adjectives. Disgusting, yucky. Man, this is the time to write as rough adjectives as you can. Nice job, Natalie. All right, my friends, I'll pick one more friend, but then I have to send you off. So we'll just not do a at the end of the lesson scavenger hunt. All right, my last person is 1. That's Bella. If you didn't get a chance to share, don't worry. I'll get to see it because your parents are sending me, their parents already sent me the picture. I got it on like this weekend. Go ahead, Bella. And you can type it to everyone.
Peppers because they can be hot.
Ugh, yeah.
I don't like the smell when they're cooking.
Oh, that's a good one. What are your other 2?
I do not like the taste. They have seeds in them.
Yeah, they do have seeds, but you can take them out. So Bella is a good example because she did smell, she did taste, and she did, spicy versus sweet and salty. So that's a nice one, Bella. Thanks for ending it on such a good note. My friends, Gabriella, number 1, smells bad. I like that. If you didn't get a chance, make sure you type it in here so that your classmates can see if you didn't get a chance to share. But I'm going to let you head on to library. My friends, I will see you tomorrow. I have no more information about our new student. Hopefully Mrs. Chang will get more information about him and maybe I'll get to meet his parents and then he'll join us, okay? So that's my hope. But I'll see you all tomorrow. You can unmute yourselves and say bye. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Enjoy library.
Bye 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 bye
Bye,
bye
bye, bye,
bye
bye, bye.
bye bye.
Oh, I like cookies and cream ice cream though. What's up, Ruthron? Hi, Ryan. Ruthron, I didn't see. Oh, I did see chocolate biscuit. Why?
Yeah.
Right, Ryan? Why?
It has chocolate, it has candy, sugar. It's too crunchy, unhealthy.
Okay, unhealthy is true. But you don't like chocolate at all?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like I knew that because you never liked the chocolate. You don't like Oreos, right?
I don't like Oreos.
Oh my gosh, you are cuckoo.
I'm not cuckoo.
You're so cuckoo. All right, well, have fun at the library. Thanks for sharing. Sorry you didn't get to share to the class. Bye-bye. I'll dance. I'll just dance.